Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for October 25th, 2018. Today we're looking at the NZDUSD, the New Zealand dollar, versus the US dollar for today's trade analysis. Here on the daily time frame, we can see that this currency pair has been in a downtrend for quite a long time. We're going back to the top of the chart, really, if you go all the way back here into January 23rd. And February 15th, we capped out the high up here towards the yellow zone. A little bit of congestion, a little bit of a range-bound market here. And then finally, at the top of the black trend line, met its last high into April and started the significant downtrend all the way through here into October. In recent weeks, though, we've seen the market make a little bit of a rebound, but we've seen that through the life of this trend. If you take a look at just the red trend line part of the trend, you can see these blue lines that represent pullbacks, retracements, corrections throughout the life of the downtrend. So the question, of course, is down here at the bottom right, are we looking at just that period of correction and we're going to see it turn down again, or are we eventually going to see it break the red and black trend line and move higher? That question, I don't believe, has been answered yet for us. As you can see, several days ago, we touched the black and red trend line, the orange zone, and a sudden infusion of sellers came in and drove it through. Now, what was support at the green zone now acting as our resistance. Green zone is 65.40, 65.55. So as long as it's underneath it, we now intend that to be our resistance zone. Blue zone right now holding as support 65.15, 0.6500. So obviously, if it's going to go lower and continue the red and black trend, we look for a new low. The first hurdle to get through would be the blue zone. It needs to break the blue zone, 6,500, if it's going to continue the downtrend and at least challenge the low down here into the pink shaded area, into the mid to low 64s. If we're going to see it go down, it needs to break the blue zone, but also we need to look at resistance. So if we're going to sell something, selling into resistance or a break of support becomes our opportunity for this currency pair. The risk here is that the market turns around, goes back up, breaks the green zone, and heads back up. Of course, the hurdle there is the two trend lines. It would have to get through the trend lines if it's going to go higher again for the New Zealand dollar. So we're in this area of somewhat of a indecision, but decision point. Either it breaks the green zone and starts to move higher, or stays under the green zone, the trend lines, and starts to move lower, breaking the blue zone and resuming the downtrend. So we have to watch what's happening here inside this area. Let's go ahead and zoom it down to the 4-hour time frame and take a look here. Over the past several hours, we saw a little bit of a dip into the blue shaded area, and now we're seeing a little bit of a rally back to our resistance zone. Remember, the green zone now that we're underneath it becomes our resistance. So as it comes back up under there, we have this opportunity to look for a short. We look for the market to find resistance under what was support, 65.40 or so, and then go down. Our risk there, stop loss, would be, of course, above probably these highs right here to eliminate or reduce the amount of risk in case the market breaks through there. We just don't want it to get through the green zone at this point. So as long as it's underneath the green shaded area, we're looking for shorts, targeting, of course, first the blue shaded area becomes our first target on the way down, and then of course the pink shaded area down here becomes our secondary target if it can break through here. Of course, for that to happen, we need to see the US dollar rally again, and there's a good possibility of that. The way the US dollar index is showing the consolidation around the resistance zone. So if it can break there and go higher, we'll likely look for this to pressure lower again. So for the day today, just to round that out, looking for shorts into the green zone, 65.40 to 65.55. Stop loss somewhere probably around the 65.70, 75 area, just above these highs right here. Looking to target the blue zone, and then secondary, the pink zone for the New Zealand dollar today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.